Welcome to Editing Through the Echoes. Today we are working on some promos. Actually writing a new sort of program type thing because our system is getting all out of whack. And I feel like before we progress any further in the series, I want to get this on lock. We got episodes 1 through 5 done. Now, as we lock in and further progress on 6 through 10, we are going to try to really hone the craft. So bear with me. I know episodes 1 and 2 is different of an art style, different of a vibe, kind of, but the direction we're going is three into 5, basically. I like how that all came out better. And I'll be putting more efforts into making that where we go from here on out. We got some beautiful Red Neon Justice type music playing that we're going to be looking to insert in the background. We might do a little bit of listening to some sound effects. I have sound effects that I need to plug into episode 5, but I just haven't put them in yet, so that's something that we will need to be doing. For now, I'm just enjoying some delicious water and trying to get busy here on the program aspect of it, and making sure that the plot points for every character, or the character arcs and the plot points, are all lined up the way that I want them, and not just some crazy fucked up way. Oh, I shouldn't swear. My bad. I don't really care. I swear a lot, so that's just me. This water's delicious. It's hitting, as the kids say. This beat ain't hitting that much, though. I don't like the energy for what it is. It's supposed to be the void space, but I need something more pumped up right now. Crimson Circuits. No, Blue Heart Across and Blue Shield. What's this sound like? Melancholic Simply. No, we're gonna need something different than this too. Who knows? It could be cool. We'll check it out. We'll give it a shot. Alright, I gotta lock in. I'm working anyways. Hope y'all are having a good day. I'm currently editing an episode. Well, I'm trying to get the plot planned out for the first season of Red Neon Justice right now, making sure that everything lines up the way that we want. And then I'll be moving forward on putting some promos together for it. So I got to take like the characters, put them into the shot, and make the backgrounds, add some parallax to it so it's got some animation, so it looks nice. And then I have voice recordings so far that I need to put onto several of Miss Maggie and then Matrix promos. And then I got to do some voice recording for my own promos later and put them in. And I also want to make a lot for Cindervox and Speakeasy because, hey, how you doing? I want to make promos for Cindervox and Speakeasy because, I don't know, I just really like those characters. So I think that they're fun to get them out, get them out more. Well, CV's only had like one speaking role so far. So, what are you guys doing? How are y'all doing? Basically, just building a show. That's what I'm up to. So. Oh, and I'm listening to music that is also potentially going to be scoring in the background of these episodes. So I got a bunch of sound effects I got to put into episode 5. And then some of these songs might play in the background, not this one particularly, because I enjoy this song, but it's not going to fit the vibe of what I'm trying to put together for this. The show has a very kind of retro futuristic vibe, and there's a lot of like neon noir synth jazz type stuff. Just doing some normal stuff. Hell yeah. I don't really know what normal stuff is, so if you want to elaborate on that, that's cool. And if not, no worries, man. Hope you enjoy the vibe around here. I'm just chilling. putting together a show, basically. This is like kind of my behind the scenes on the show. So if you got any questions about that or anything, I'd be more than happy to answer. But yeah, welcome to the channel, man. I got a lot of stuff on here. I did the alignments on here. That was gonna be like one show. My old workout archives are on here. And what I'm doing right now is just devoting my entire life to learning how to animate a show, because all of my favorite shows are animated, like Batman the Animated Series, Batman Beyond, Project Zeta, fucking everything, dude. I don't know. Basically every show that I liked was animated, so I'm trying to make my own cartoon. And I like been having this idea for a long time and trying to like figure out like how do I pitch this idea or whatever. And I'm like, I don't really know how to pitch this idea, so I'm just gonna fucking throw it out there, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna do my thing and hopefully it works. Hey, what's good, guys? Yeah, man, I'm doing good. I'm just putting together the show. Yeah, actually, right now you can check it out. Go on the homepage of A Scarab's Journey, this channel, and check out. It's A Scarab's Journey presents the Signal Dramas, Red Neon Justice. That's a playlist. I know it's a mouthful. It's a lot of words, but so the first 2 episodes was me, like, before I had done anything in animation. The first 2 episodes is me just jumping in and starting. That's why the art style is so different. Everything changed. I learned a lot and changed my tools since then, and I've even explored. There's some more tool options that are like higher, doing some higher level shit than what I'm doing, and I really want to get into that, but it's gonna take some more time to learn that. So while I'm at this level, I'm just happy where I'm at, doing episodes like 3 through 5. That's the art style that I'm really chasing, and that's like the look and the style I want to go moving forward. Especially like episode 5 is the first one where we actually got some like violence, you know, like a proper fight scene. Because the rest of them is just kind of like characters talking. We're kind of introducing the setup. People are meeting people and shit. But now we're starting to get to the point where people are fighting. We got some laser weapons. We got some hacking techniques going on. We've got some ethereal kind of stuff. This character Threadbinder, he's kind of like ethereal, and he uses these. I don't really know how to explain it. It's like threads in a type of he like alters the threads of reality, basically. So he can pull points of reality, switch things around. That's basically what he's doing. He's like, I don't know, and his whole thing is going to become more important as we go. All of them become more important as we go. So yeah, I'm learning that I really need to start focusing on shorts, because the shorts that I've been putting out get like right off the bat a couple hundred views, and that's important every time. And then if I just keep repeating that, you know, like I see a lot of these channels, I forget that it's an option. You could just use the same video, you know. A lot of the bigger channels actually do that. They'll post the same video like 100 times, and then it just goes viral like 4 of them, you know. So I mean, that really does help though, pulling eyes to the channel, getting these numbers up, getting everybody to look, because it is a brand new IP, you know. Like, I'm not working with like, we're not working with WB money either, you know what I mean? So it's kind of really not a motion comic, but it's not a full animated series. It's kind of like something in the middle. It's just the best that I could do, and as I keep learning and evolving, hopefully the show will too. But I've got the first season all planned out. It's 14 episodes. I've gotten up to 5 of them animated, but like I said, the first 2, I might have to go back and fix the art style, because they kind of pissed me off a little bit. Yeah, quality over quantity for sure. That's something that some people be struggling with for sure. All right, let's see what Key Flame Ritual sounds like. A bunch of these are supposed to be tracks for the score. This one might be good for like well, I don't want to spoil what's coming up. So in that playlist right now, it says there's 24 videos, but only 5 of them are the actual animated series, and then the rest of them are kind of like audio books. But those were like the first early drafts, and as like characters keep coming in, some stuff gets pushed around and moved and rewritten or whatever. So there's been some changes that have, I think, extremely enhanced how the series is going to go moving forward. I'm fucking pumped, man. This water is hitting. Yeah, this one's gonna be good, man. I got some plans for that. Yeah, man. Thank you for stopping by, though. I appreciate that. For a second there, I said like 22 people was in here. That's crazy for me. But if we could convert anyone in here to like checking out what we do on our videos is the main goal, I guess. This is kind of just the behind the scenes type stuff. Here is the playlist. So y'all see. So that is what the playlist looks like. Come check that out. I will be right back in a second. I'm gonna blast this music a little bit. I'll run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Appreciate you guys. Alright, I'm back. Apologize. Fucking right back. Be right back at it. Oh man, that's a weird ass angle. I don't need you looking that low. Come on. Come on now. Who do you think you are? So where am I now? I'm getting lost in the sauce here. Running chunk town. Let's see. Paired with the episode that I'm imagining this for, this will hit hard, dude. This will sound good. It'll bring the emotion together for the whole scene. I like this one a lot. That was pretty dope. I like that. This one goes hard, dude. you just insult my work without actually insulting my work, Aerynux? I appreciate that. That was funny. You getting smart up in here. Cheers, mates. Howdy, partners. Let's get some work done, fellas and fillettes. I don't know what happened. We lost the beat. I was feeling that one too. I like it. Did I put a thumbs on that one? We did. Just double checking. You can never be too careful. Sometimes you lose a song. You're like, oh, remember that beat that's stuck in my head? Where was that? And you go back through your likes and you can't find it. That's what we call a problem around here. So we like to keep focus, make sure we know where things are. Where's my little thing for my teeth? Here we go. Howdy. Welcome to a Scarab's journey. I'm a Scarab tonight. We're just chilling, working diligently on some projects. So I appreciate you stopping by, wandering on through like a tumbleweed through my channel here. For those of you that don't understand what this is, then well, welcome to the rest of existence. Because none of us understand what this is. What this is a creative healing process and journey through the darkness of my mind into the recesses of the light that I have been able to see through various methods of substance abuse. I'm just kidding. This is an incense, not a twig, but for all intents and purposes, this will be my twig for the night so I can stay in character. Because who the hell wants to beat themselves on YouTube? That sounds dumb. That sounds boring as hell from just like, hey, I'm Justin. All right. Delightful, delicious, let's go. We're going to try running option A one time, see if that works. We're trying to build this whole program thing because the last one that we did, we built some stuff from scratch and it seemed to work out really nice. Change the art style up, but we're going to see if we can't upgrade that a little bit more. Just push the envelope a little bit more further to the next level. And if not, then I'll just stay, I'll stay right in the pond that I'm at with episodes 3 through 5 because I am starting to really like those art styles and what I'm able to do. Obviously, there's always room for improvement. That's something we all have to acknowledge. And tell me what or how do I live without you? If you ever go. Oh, I'm losing my hat over here. I'm losing my fucking hat. All right. How you guys doing? You guys chatters or no? Sometimes we get chatters in here, sometimes we don't. Whatever your vibe is cool. Appreciate you stopping by, sitting here with me while I build for a second, or however long you stay. Um, yeah, I'm not sure. We could put up a Q&A just in case anybody does have questions. That would be cool. We'll see how it goes. Boom, here we are. We are in the thing. Now we gotta pick this. Actually, fuck a Q&A. Let's just do a poll. Be like, have you seen any episodes of the show yet? Yes or no? That's very simple. We'll put that out there and see if anybody bites, you know? Cool beans. Cool beans, guys. That's all I have to say about that. Appreciate everyone popping in for a moment or two. Let's see where we're at on this. An analysis errored. Let me see. What do you gotta say about that? Okay, this is structural, but you have to fix it. No, I just did it myself. That's fine. Boom, boom. Where is this file? All right. I think we're about to move on to. Let's listen to the voice stuff. I have Matrix's voice lines recorded because she was just out here, and we need to see what they sound like. Probably gonna have to boost them up a little bit. The microphone didn't seem to be picking us up that great. But sure shit. Mine shouldn't be on right now. Or should we ponder the questions of life? You know? I don't know. It's up to you guys. I guess it's up to me. So some of you guys start chatting.
People who ignore messed up stuff don't usually end up here. You notice something. That's why you're watching. So, what's the last wrong thing you called out? People who ignore messed up stuff don't usually end up here. You notice something. That's why you're watching. So, what's the last wrong thing you called out? If you saw someone getting punished for telling the truth, would you stick up for them? Or would you pretend you didn't see anything? I found the file they tried to delete. Pretty clear why. What's something your job or school tried to quietly sweep under the rug? What actually scares you
Wasn't ready for all that, actually. All right, we've moved on to other things now, so we're gonna need you to chill the fuck out. Okay, I definitely need to copy this into there. This needs to be information required to know by all of these things. So let me include this. Probably should include this into the fucking lexicon too. Boom. Save it and everything, you know? Can't hurt to have this information backed up and consistent throughout all of our projects. I feel like there's no harm, no foul in that. Anyways, welcome to the show, guys. This is Editing Through the Echoes, aka whatever you clicked on to get in here or swiped or whatever. This is my little show where it's behind the scenes and I kind of am building an animated show from scratch. And if you have any questions about that, I'm more than likely going to answer them because I'm just hanging out, chilling for a little while, seeing what the algorithm will throw at me. Because the other day it was being very mean. Today we had 22 people in here at one point. That was back down to just you, I believe. But you never know because YouTube's a big liar. So, anyways, I hope you're all having a great night. If not, let's turn it around right now. And listen to the rest of these Matrix promos.
Staying silent forever.
Definitely gonna have to boost them
Okay,
up.
two choices: protect someone who needs it, or call out somebody abusing their power. Which one feels more like you?
Okay, I love these. They're good. You gotta go back into here. My RNJ toolkit, and then we gotta go back in here. Character-driven shorts ideas. The shorts creation station tonight is leaving the fucking dock. Fellas and fillettes, let's get this popping. All right. Like, yeah, just keep playing these over, I guess.
People who ignore messed up stuff don't usually end up here. You notice something. That's why you're watching. So, what's the last wrong thing you called out? People who ignored messed up stuff don't usually end up here. You notice something. That's why you're watching. So, what's the last wrong thing you called out?
I love her
If
voice.
you saw someone getting punished for telling the truth, would you stick up for them? Or would you pretend you didn't see anything? I found the file they tried to delete. Pretty clear why. What's something your job or school tried to quietly sweep under the rug?
Mm-hmm.
What actually scares you more? Speaking up or staying silent forever? Okay, two choices. Protect someone who needs it or call out somebody abusing their power. Which one feels more like you? People who ignore messed up stuff don't usually end up here. You notice something. That's why you're watching. So, what's the last wrong thing you called out? People who ignored messed up stuff don't usually end up here. You notice something. That's why you're watching. So, what's the last wrong thing you called out? If you saw someone getting punished for telling the truth, would you stick up for them? Or would you pretend you didn't see anything? I found the file they tried to delete. Pretty clear why. What's something your job or school tried to quietly sweep under the rug? What actually scares you more? Speaking up or staying silent forever? Okay, two choices. Protect someone who needs it or call out somebody abusing their power. Which one feels more like you? People who ignore messed up stuff don't usually end up here. You notice something. That's why you're watching. So, what's the last wrong thing you called out? People who ignored messed up stuff don't usually end up here. You notice something. That's why you're watching. So, what's the last wrong thing you called out? If you saw someone getting punished for telling the truth, would you stick up for them? Or would you pretend you didn't see anything? I found the file they tried to delete.
Pretty clear why. Okay, so those are basically what we're working on building shorts out of. Now let's go back to some music, but we gotta lower it because the music is way louder than she is. All right, let's see what Aerynux has to say about this.
Polished, ready to upload social media shorts. Each one built directly around your finished Matrix line recordings and structured using the L88 Master Kit workflow and pacing expectations. No filler, no drift. These are plug-and-play TikTok Shorts concepts that pull eyes directly into Red Neon Justice. Each entry includes 1. Title hook, 2. How the short visually plays, RNJ accurate, 3. When the line is delivered, 4. The CTA, engagement trap. You can take these exactly as is into editing. Short number 1. You noticed something. Uses line. People who ignore messed up stuff don't usually end up here. You noticed something. That's why you're watching. So, what's the last wrong thing you called out? Visual setup. Magenta matrix code cascading behind her. L88 magenta code on blue screen. Face lit by a flickering tablet UI. Quick static pops. She leans in slightly. Delivery. The line plays over a close-up of her eye glow ramping. CTA. On-screen prompt. Comment the last time you spoke up. Even something small. High engagement because it's personal plus low barrier. Short number 2. Truth gets punished here. Uses line. If you saw someone get punished for telling the truth, would you stick up for them, or would you pretend you didn't see anything? Visual setup. Matrix surrounded by 2 monitors. Left monitor, Harmony House glitch log, red tablet UI. Right monitor, worker incident file with redacted sections. Magenta circuitry faintly pulsing across her suit. Delivery, dead center. She's calm, but you can feel she already knows the answer. CTA, pinned comment from RNJ account. Be honest. The last time you saw someone speak the truth, what did you do? Drags people into vulnerability introspection. Short 3, the file they tried to delete. Uses line. I found a file they tried to delete. Pretty clear why. What's something your job or school tried to quietly sweep under the rug? Visual setup. She holds a tablet toward the viewer. Invisible prop method. Screen flashing, file corrupted, override denied. Matrix's expression. Tired, done with it, but trying to warn you. Delivery. Line hits over the tablet, glitching violently. CTA. Text overlay. What did they try to cover up? This always explodes comment sections. Short number 4. What scares you more? Uses line. What actually scares you more? Speaking up or staying silent forever? Visual setup. Dim magenta light. Matrix's silhouette partially in shadow. Signal gale energy low and quiet. Background. Slow falling magenta code, barely visible. Delivery. Delivered slow, steady, no blinking. Feels like she's asking you specifically. CTA. On-screen poll. Speaking up, staying silent. Both depends. Polls are massive for algorithm growth. Short 5. Choose. Uses line. Okay, 2 choices. Protect someone who needs it, or call out someone abusing their power. Which one feels more like you? Visual setup. 2 holographic glyphs appear beside her. Left, cyan shield protect. Right, red downward palm with static callout. Both glitch in and out of the frame. Delivery. She speaks while glancing subtly between the 2 glyphs. CTA comment prompt. Left or right? Low effort, high conversion. Algorithm loves binary choices. Ready for next step. If you want, I can now generate 10 more Matrix shorts. 10 for Corporate J, 10 for Cinderbox, 10 for Speakeasy, 10 for the Red Scarab, 10 for Ghost Arrow, or a full cross-platform posting schedule to maximize reach. I can also output these in perfect L88 copy block form for direct prompt generation if you want the visuals baked into chroma-ready assets.
Yes. Hell yeah. All right. I think we're where we need to be right now. Just kind of open this. I'm gonna distract her while I wait. This water is beautiful, and it's a blessing. It's going down smooth. It's deliciously chilled. I got it resting on the ice here, so got one more soda for the evening. It's a beautiful night. I'm having a good time. Thanks for being here with me, working on this show together. I hope that you like the episodes of it. I'm really proud of 5, so we'll see how the rest go. Like I said, we've already now we're starting to establish what the characters are and kind of what to expect from them. Now we're kind of trying to up the ante and seeing where we could go developing our skills in animation. It's been a very fun learning experience. segue set this up. Let's see, where can we put you?
People who ignore messed up stuff don't usually end up here. You notice something. That's why you're watching. So, what's the last wrong thing you called out? People who ignore messed up stuff don't usually end up here. You notice something. That's why you're watching. So, what's the last wrong thing you called out? If you saw someone getting punished for telling the truth, would you stick up for them? Or would you pretend you didn't see anything?
Hey.
I'm so surprised that thing is